Yeah, everyone in Zim at that stage, Rhodesia, made their own bricks.
David and I started off in one room. He had built two rooms with the breezeway while building making the bricks, building the house. The hard thing, is that what we had put away as our old age pension and their inheritance has gone. And we are now totally reliant on them for general living. And it's an extremely hard thing to come to terms with.
Was there any compensation?
No, not so far. Ben will tell you about JAG. So I don't really hold out much hope. I'm now 84 anyway, and David's, what are you, 81? So, it's a hard thing to come to terms with. We have to ask our family. Because I can't see to do accounts anymore. A friend comes to assess how much we will need, and of course it rises every month. And she budgets for us, and we have to ask, and the family all contribute. And our daughter in South Africa is the one who controls it. But we have to tell her every month how much we need, and she has it deposited for us here. And, we pay rent and zisa and all that sort of thing. But I really want to stress again that we are just so happy to be so well cared for here in Greenways, and the community are wonderful. Well, we had a hard life, but we were very happy, and we managed, and we started off, a big mistake was that we started with too little capital. And when other people had TV and everything we didn't have, but we didn't miss it. And in fact, our children have said, thank goodness we didn't have, because we grew up as a real family, and you listened to all our stories during meal times and played with us, and we made our own entertainment.
The theory of government, what they were feeding people, was that the land was stolen. I didn't steal anybody's land. All the land that I've got in this country I bought, and I bought with their blessing. The government signed, on one of the farms, the government signed a certificate of no interest post 1980, and so I didn't steal anything from anybody, and I just didn't accept the fact that they could just take it away from me. It was a dream of mine. I had achieved it, and when I came to this country, I had no money. I borrowed money from the Agricultural Finance Corporation, and I took a 20-year loan, and I paid for both the farms I bought, the one that Bruce is on and the one I'm on now. I paid for them both over 20 years. I no sooner paid for them that I was told that I'd stolen the farms, and they were going to take them away. So I objected most strongly to that, and also the fact that Ben, my son-in-law, was involved with the Commercial Farmers Union, and took a very strong stand on sticking by the law. And he's been a great help in keeping us sticking by the law. And we've also got a very good lawyer, and he has managed to keep us on the right side of the law. So whenever they come and make threats, we can actually, by the laws of their own country, show them that they are breaking the law. So that's one of the reasons I think that we're still on the land. You must understand that, you know, if a man's got a wife and a family and these people come around and spend all night, chop trees down in your garden and make fires and kill your animals and have a barbecue on the front lawn with one of your own beasts, you eventually say, no, this is enough. And you get out, you know, is it worth it? Well, we've never really got to that stage. I think one of the reasons is that because I've done quite a lot of hunting in my time, and the Africans know that I've done a lot of hunting, I've used that as a threat. And I said, if anybody comes to take my farm away, it's over my dead body. But bring quite a few more spare coffins, because apart from me going into a coffin, a lot of you are going to go into a coffin as well. So that might have an effect, I don't know. I believe it has. Yeah, I personally think we're going to go through a thin time, which we're going through right now, and South Africa will as well. But I think eventually reason will prevail, and people have got to eat. And, you know, in the old days, when the white man first came to South Africa, and when the white man only just over 100 years ago came to this country, there were only 600,000 or 700,000 people here, and subsistence farming could feed them. Now there are 12 million people here, and we've got big cities, and we've got bridges, and we've got roads, all built by the white man, by the way. And even wheels, which were brought in by the white man. There were no wheels in Rhodesia. When Cecil John Rhodes sent the pioneer column up here, there was not a wheeled vehicle in the whole country. So these are all things that have happened, and because of the larger population, the farming has got to change. What we're doing in this country now is we're going back to subsistence farming. The guy plants his maize crop for himself. He can feed himself possibly and his family in a good year. If it's a bad year, he can't even do that. Then they really battle. But he's got nothing left over to feed the man in Harare and to feed the man in Bulawayo. So I believe that it will come right eventually. Whether the black farmers are going to come up to scratch and be able to produce the food, so far it's been not the case. They've not been able to produce the food at all. I mean, the farms that they've taken over have just gone into dereliction and destruction in a very short time. They're not interested in farming. They're not interested in producing more than they can eat.